Deputy, I trust you have some interesting news to share. My vendor wants to take the Thesauratorium to the top of their own pinnacle. Intriguing. No doubt expects you to take down the Valstrax for the sake of research. That and his pride won't let him back down. Excuse me, I was going to say that the Y-Venture has very much matured over the course of our journey. So recently he was never really very good at making friends, you see. Hard to believe, isn't it? If I'd met him now, I wouldn't have believed it either. So I said after they recognized him for his talent, he was desperate to leave a good impression. I still didn't make him any friends. Not until you came along, that is. You really mean the world to him, you know. I mean, look how badass and hot I look. Of course I do. I do ramble on, don't I? Onwards and upwards, was it? We'll never fear there's a way to get up there. You're oh, what a fucking letdown. After all the other shit we're doing today, this, right before Valstrax, is the Barioth. Barioth! Barioth! Okay. I mean, I like Barioth, but it's a bit of a letdown after the 3 that we've had so far. Last thing before Valstrax, first MHGU Barioth. Yep, we haven't done one of these yet. We've done Tigrex and Algakuga, but not this. Barioth! We can use its shell hide and fangs to reinforce the ship we might understand chance. Choose 100 if you so desire. Why can't we learn to necessary materials? Okay. Said if I choose to, but I have to if I want to continue this. Alright. What is old world Barioth like? It's known that I'm not the biggest fan of the pseudo-wyverns. Not that I think they're bad, it's just I don't get the love for them. And they're like, for me, just kind of okay ones. Yeah. Barioth was one of the most glaring omissions from base gen. Oh, it just wasn't in base gen, but Nagaguga and Tigrex were? Yeah, that is fucking weird. You're right. That is weird. Party meal. Got all my stuff. Just take my item set. There we go. Alright, we're good. Onwards. Ahoy there! Quest came from Mr. Brainbox himself, so I'm in chief researcher. He is a regular brainiac. Braille, there's a really cool subspace season 4. Ooh. Ooh. One day I'll get to 4 you and 3 you. One day. No idea when. BB guy, I'm on the barrier. Yeah, you upgrade ship and get to the room pinnacle. Valstrax is like, right there! You can always reach out and touch him. Not that you'd want to. You're kind of a comfortable distance. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Let's go to chase. I think someone's hungry for some quests. Be my guest. Alright, okay. Oh, wait. Is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Barioth. There it is. Hunter Barioth! That is... It's just compared to Ignactor, Celtiscoin, and Darambaros, and later the rocket-powered Elder Dragon. Just a Barioth. I know Barioth. It's kind of alright. It's nothing on the 3 that we've seen so far today, though. It's right. This is the calm before the rocket-powered Elder Dragon, so it's okay. Oh, Jesus, it is stormy here. Hi, Malinxes. How to Hunter artwork, Sup Accelerator EX. Basically, as you hit monsters and do attacks, you'll build up the bar. Depending on which ones you have selected, they build up at different speeds. You press the button combination, and you do it. They're basically supers from fighting games in that regard. Out of those 34, who was your favorite? Oh god, I honest to god, I wouldn't even be able to tell you. I think Darambaros, but I'm not sure. I would say it's not Ignactor. I love Ignactor. Oh, right, I forgot it's the same. Don't get me wrong, I love Ignactor. It is Adult Oroctor, and Oroctors are my favorite small monsters. But when it comes to endemic life, it's Gargoyles, and everyone knows that. But, not Ignactor, even though I do love Ignactor. But between, like, it's hard to compare to Darambaros and Celtiscoin, it really is. Because they're so amazing in different ways. Just like, Celtiscoin is something I never thought I would see in any capacity on a monster ever. And its design is one of the coolest looking monsters I've ever seen. But its fight's a bit of a letdown, and it's a bit easy, and stuff like that. But its concept is so cool. Darambaros looks amazing. I don't think it looks as inherently cool as Celtiscoin, but it looks amazing. Its fight is really fun, and it is fucking hilarious, and it looks so happy and peaceful. So it is a really hard comparison. I like, I don't know what that is, Accelerator EX. Do you mean Ignactor? Or do you mean a monster I haven't seen? Because if it's a monster I haven't seen, don't tell me. If it's a monster I haven't seen yet, don't tell me. Hi, Barioth! Hi! How are you? It's a spoiler monster? Alright, I will not look at whatever you're talking about. Do keep in mind, this is the first time I've ever played Generations Ultimate. It's the first time I've played Generations Ultimate, I don't know these monsters. I don't know monsters, so yeah, if it's something that I haven't seen yet, then say yeah. Yeah. There's definitely going to be people who aren't aware how far I'm into stuff and everything like that. Like, you seem relatively new, Accelerator. By the way, welcome. But yeah, it's like, I'm in high rank. I'm relatively close to the end of high rank. We're going to fight a Battle Strike soon, but yeah. Like, I haven't seen this game before. I haven't watched the game before, so yeah. So I've played, yeah. Just for context. And I haven't played the older games. I've played like 4 months ago. And I've beaten the final boss of 1.0, but I haven't gotten anywhere in 2.0 in Rise. But just like context to where I am and stuff like that. Because I am bouncing around the series so much, like, of where I am in which different games, especially the fact that I'm doing like GU and Rise at the same time, the whole fucking thing. I can definitely understand people may not be aware of what I have and haven't. So there's that. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is gonna be the thing that kicks my ass the rest today, isn't it? None of the other monsters I've really fought today have been. No, Ignactor's a bit difficult, but yeah, Barioth's like actually difficult. Relatively speaking. Like, that's the weird thing, is that it's a really high tier that we're up to in high rank, but like out of the monsters that I just fought, 2 of them were relatively easy. So there is that. So it is a bit of an interesting. Oh, I have some paintballs. I saw the ship in the sky and I'm just like, oh, I can wait for you to find out where the monster is. Wait, I'm fighting it. Wait, I haven't paintballed it yet. Like, I know a single comment was made for Barioth. It's Barioth. Barioth's not bad. It's just, again, like all the pseudo wyverns, they're kind of just there in my mind. Like the only pseudo wyvern that really stands out to me is Brute Tigrex. I love Brute Tigrex. I fucking adore that monster so much. Its visuals finally look good, and I love that it's a monster that uses raw as attacks. I know normal Tigrex hurts with its raw as well, but to use raw as like actual attacks is like, that's so convincing for Tigrex. It's like, I love Brute Tigrex, but when it comes to the rest of pseudo wyverns, like, I know a lot of people have a lot of love for them. I know they are some like highly adored monsters in a lot of ways, but for me, it's very much just yeah. I use bow and dual blades in GU. That's actually, so I'm using Sword and Shield. I'm Sword and Shield main in every monster game that I've done. And because this game is janky enough and I'm so, like, not as familiar with it and so trained into the new games, I'm gonna stick with what I know. So I've just been sticking with this. But that is something I've actually just now considered. I've tried Hammer, Switch Axe, and Lance in this game, and they're okay. But how much I flew up more movement with this than any of those, so that's why I'm sticking with it. I've never actually used a ranged weapon in this game, and I have no idea how they even function. I have no idea how a single one of them actually work. Wow, that hit me. You did see a difference already. You know New Barioth didn't use Snowman service. Oh yeah. Yeah, I did get Snowman. You are right on that, yeah. So I was doing Gamut like relatively recently, so I was just thinking of Snowman status from that, just forgetting that, oh yeah, that's a thing that's on the new games. I forgot that. Brute is the Tigrex that I don't like. Basic T would be high move, Brute's a C. Yeah, no, yeah. That was one that people were confused by as well when I did the thing. I'm pretty sure I put it in S. I love Brute though. Question, when you get to the end, when you get to the end of HR, there are some monsters that you can't fight because you don't have them unlocked. It's a hassle trying to unlock them, by the way, but you can fight them if someone else posts. High rank. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Are they like just same monsters but different experiences? Are they like new monsters that I'll see in high rank earlier than I'd see them in like G rank kind of stuff? Like depending on that. I think how to do it. I think people talk about how Tigrex is not a flying worker, but fucking Diablos exists. Diablos can fly. But Diablos can actually fly. They don't do it often, but Diablos can fly. They are physically capable of it. You can see Diablos fly in world. It is possible. They can sometimes do it. Not very often. Literally my first time seeing Diablos, I saw it fly. Because it was just flying above me in a quest that I was doing against something else, but it can fly. Regarding the base gen, post-game monsters, you can unlock village versions quite easily. Oh, okay. So we're gonna get some confusion once I'm just past the point of just play through the game and I get everything. We're gonna get to some confusing things. Is that the one who probably sent a shiver down your spine for all new ones? Okay. God, it's gonna. You're gonna tell me when it's a fucking Kashala day, or aren't you? That's the one I'm hearing. Shiver down my spine. I mean, I've already done a Kashala in low rank. I had people with me with ridiculously powerful gear, so I died in like 4 seconds. But I did technically see it. I just didn't see it. I died so early. Yeah, one of the village versions just beat HR beat village's last rank. Wait, so if I beat high rank hub, I unlock some village quests high rank, aka scale to single player. Wait, beating HR, beating high rank hub would unlock G rank, right? But it also unlocks some more quests for high rank single player. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Then that might be how I go about it. We finish high rank here. We just get into whenever we get to the end of high rank here naturally. We'll do the hub, and then once we beat high rank hub, before moving on to G rank, we'll do the stuff here. Okay, that works. Reminded me of all this, by the way. I'm assuming Valstrax isn't the final boss of high rank here. I'm gonna have a guess and say that's probably not the case. It could be, but I don't think it's going to be. But I mainly say that because I'm yet to fight a Devil Show or a Rajang. So unless they're only G rank, there would be another rank. Oh, they might be hub only. You can fight low rank Elder Dragons in hub, but you can't fight them in village. So other than Karen, so they might be hub only in high rank. That's possible as well. Conchu, get off! I gotta remember, I block. Yeah, yeah. Bury that. Bye. Bye, I guess. I can't choose. I do like how different conchus look depending on where they are. Depending on their zones, they look totally different. It is adorable. Conchus are so fucking annoying, but I must admit, I do miss them. They're cute enough that it's like, yeah, I get it. Supply drop! I suppose supply drops always appear right as I'm about to leave a fucking zone. There we go. I also love how quickly you gather supply drop stuff. It's so nice. It's so nice to just be able to grab it fucking instantly. Like, you gather that shit faster than anything else you gather. It's very, very nice. No, I didn't. No, because I have white shots. I didn't. But I still have blue, it's fine. I've got a lot of blue now on this weapon side. Pardon me, I think I'm okay. Because it's supposed to be picked up mid-combat. Yeah, they are like supply provisions to just be like, yo, shit, you're about to die, here's this. I think there is so many different ones that you can get for those supply drops. Like going through that stuff, you can just put in the Valstrax shards to get so much different stuff. There are so many different things. This is just the strongest healing since what I saw. Because now that I don't have alchemy style, running out of healing has been a big which now that I have these, it's not bad there. This is a fun barrel. These are fun barrels. None of the main series monsters that have a subspecies and a variant. this evolving gets that? Oh, is that only because Frostfang now exists? AKA what normal Barioth should be? I think is I really like Frostfang. I just wish normal Barioth was Frostfang. I way prefer Frostfang's visual design. I way prefer its moveset. Like, I think its freeze point stuff that it does is actually quite cool and interesting. The way it uses its force names and everything, I really like. I really like Frostfang. I just wish normal Barioth. I think, like when it came to the trio, the first time I thought them of Tigrex, Snug, Gakuga, Barioth was my favorite. But now that I've seen Frostfang, whenever I fight a normal Barioth, I'm just like, I wish this was Frostfang. I prefer how frosty it was. I prefer its beard. I prefer its silver fangs opposed to its orange fangs. I know it's like a dynamic contrast thing for its orange fangs here, but I still prefer the nice silver sheen look. Even before they give Rathalos a variant? Well, it has a deviant, so there is that. Does that count? They're monsters that have a variant and a deviant. Not that I've done. Let's say not that I've done any. Ow! Can't block that. It turns out it has a deviant species and a rare species. But everything except the variant. The rare species is the silver, right? Yeah. I remember. Azura is the other thing, and then whatever the apex thing is. Ow! Whatever the apex actual deviant is. It's deviant. Which I'm gonna have this wild guess. Based on totally nothing at all. I'm gonna have a wild guess and say that Rathalos' deviant is probably called Dread King. I base this on the fact that I've seen, I've got permits for the Rathian one, which is called Dread Queen. So I'm going to have a wild guess and say that the Rathalos is probably named very similar. If it didn't have the word queen in the title, it might be completely different, but the fact that it's queen, it makes me think it's probably just going to be kings. Because it's literally queen of the land, king of the skies, so. No? Maybe? Okay. Hey, there's enough shit in these games that I can work out some stuff. I've worked out the thing that's on centering the mailman's hat is also on, the Courier Cat in this game, and is also the Sonic Bomb for Alchemy style in this game. I've worked out that's clearly a fucking thing. But I've been told that won't be in this game. That's in one of the previous games, so I won't say it for a very long time. But I've worked out that's a thing. There's enough details in this game that I can work shit out. Hey, you're dead. Whee! There we go. Cutting and cutting and cutting. The Mod Hunt's gonna keep using the words Dread and King and talking about Apex Rathalos. I'll leave it at that. Amazing. So the funny thing is that I know that Diablos Deviant is the flagship of this game. We worked that out when I worked out that the Valstrax is the 5th stamp on the quest clear thing. The other thing is a Diablos that looks a bit fucked up. So I worked out that it's just like, oh, the Deviant for Diablos is that. Is this a capture? No, it's not. We're harvesting its parts to put onto the front of a ship. It's fine, I can convert the shit out of this thing. But yeah, whatever the Deviant of Diablos is the thing for, is like the flagship of this game, which is funny because the Noga was the last one added in the Rise. Honestly, all things good, I'd rank normal Barioth and Frostfang and subspecies in that order. I much prefer Frostfang. Oh my god, I somehow cut off its tail. Oh right, I have Chaos Oil, so I have Power Break like, that ends up happening a lot, that I'm just like, how am I breaking so many parts? Oh right, Chaos Oil gives me extra Power Breaks. Which, by the way, I haven't even been using my normal oils, like, ever. Remind me to do that when I get to Valstrax. It is an Elder Dragon. I will probably need to equip as many of them as I can. I also have no idea what zone this fucker is in. So no, because his Ichino's baby makes sense that he'd save it for last. Oh, that's why. Okay. Not because it's the old flagship. Okay. from worst to best. I mean, Barioth's not the worst. It's just compared to what else we've done and will do today, it's not as interesting. It's just an unfortunate placement for the poor bastard. Everything about the old game is saying most of the time you feel disadvantaged compared to the monster. Yeah, no, I can feel that. Yeah. In this game, it's very much like I have to struggle to even keep up with this thing. Where especially in Rise, you are styling on the motherfucker all the time. I prefer the combat in Rise because it feels better, but I get why people enjoy this. I get that more methodical, not feeling overpowered nature, the feel of a hunt. Of just like taking on something that's more powerful to you that you're able to take on with ingenuity, planning, intelligence, strategy, and stuff like that. I get all of that. I'm so focused on how much I love combat systems that I can sort of understand why the Apexes exist instead of Deviants. They probably wanted them to connect to the main story of the Rampages. Yeah. Also, isn't literally the whole point of Deviants is that only one of them exists? Like, a variant, from what it's been explained to me, a variant is if you take this monster and do X to it, it can turn into a variant. Where a deviant is this one specific thing had a very specific thing happen to it, and it reacted in a way that made it turn into this specific thing. From my understanding, that's the difference. So having a deviant return is just like, but there's only meant to be one of them. What the fuck? This doesn't mean the games are no bad in any way. It was a bit of charm, but it's got so much more flaw. Again, I get it. There's a definite difference in feel, and I get if people prefer the old stuff. I'm just, for me, the feel of combat is such a big, important thing for me because obviously, like, I play character action games for, like, as my favorite genre, so the feel of combat's very important to me. So obviously, I'm gonna prefer the new games. Like, I don't enjoy controlling my character in this game. I don't dislike it, except for in certain situations, but I don't, like, enjoy it. But I enjoy reacting to the monster and working around everything like that. Like, if the monsters in this game are still as incredible as they are in the new games in terms of their patterns, movesets, and everything like that, they're still fucking amazing. But how it feels to control your character isn't as good, where the new game's even world, controlling your character feels fucking sick, and the reacting to the monsters feels sick as well, which is more so my thing. But it does mean in the old games, you're less focused on what your moveset is and how you perform and everything. And you're way more focused on the monster itself. Learn the monster. So I get to people prefer that as well. Like, I've had fights in Rise where I'm so focused on my own moveset and making sure I'm doing the right, like, combos and buttons and everything, that I'm hardly actually focusing on what the monster does. And I get if people aren't as into that. I'll argue 5th gen games are more pure action than hunting action, but that action is really fucking good. Yeah, that's the, yeah. Yeah, they are actually, yeah. Like, the hunting action in the old games is a very different feeling, and playing this, I get why people vibe with it, but, like, even Worlds and Iceborne rival the top tier character action games for how fucking good the combat feels. Am I the only one who thinks Barioth's female armor is poor man's Kieran? Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, let's go look at it. You're totally right. There's a reason that the Kieran is the one that's used in old porn. There's a reason that they use the Kieran one in the porn. Because... yeah, like, you look at that, and then you look at that, and it's just like, yeah. I mean, especially the helmet. Especially the helmet. Assuming it's the same helmet. Yeah, like, it's that with the little tail bit, and a bit of a grumpy face, where this is like, yeah, this one's designed to be fuckable. Right?